Alex Payne with MMA Mania. I'm here with Carlos Prates, who returns to action at UFC 314 against Jeff Neal. Carlos, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you, bro. Thank you for inviting me to talk with you. It's always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Dude, the pleasure's all mine. How was your time out in Vegas?
Bro, it was awesome. Wasn't really nice because before, usually when I watch a press conference, I saw another guys there, and now was my time, my time in Vegas, and UFC 313 was the first time I come to UFC event, I never been because I'm not kind of guy like I like to leave my home and go to watch the fights. I prefer, to be honest, I prefer watch soccer. But when I'm at home with my girlfriend or some friends, like I just watch UFC if we're gonna do some barbecue or things like that. And I live in Taubaté. I don't live in São Paulo, so when I have UFC in São Paulo, I need to drive 2 hours and then go. Now I prefer stay in my home. And in Vegas was the first time I come to UFC event, and it was really nice, all the VIP area, and then I come to the downstairs on my seat, and see the Poatan fighting was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, with you being at the fights for the first time with all the crowd and shit, like, was it just kind of wild to you?
Yeah, bro, yeah. Especially when you come to T-Mobile Arena. We go to the VIP to take some pictures and things like that. And then when we go downstairs, we go to the seats. We pass by the same area where the fights come to the octagon. And then a lot of people start to screaming, try to take pictures and things like that. Was pretty cool.
I wanted to ask you, obviously, like every time the fans see you with a cigarette or whatever, they always go crazy. Like, do you like personally, do you think that's fucking crazy that like the fans are go so crazy whenever they see you smoke a cigarette? Like it's normal. It's like have they never seen a cigarette before?
But I don't think crazy when they see like and they go crazy, but I think crazy when they just see, they
Gotcha.
just see me, and especially that time in Vegas. I think the fans from US is a little bit more crazy than Brazilians fans.
Mm.
And they when they see like the fighters, they go crazy, they like, oh my god, Carlos, or like, oh my god, Jean Silva, Caio Borralho, like it looks like they can't believe you are there, and it's really nice.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it seems just like every for the past couple of years, you've just become so popular with the fans. I guess did you kind of expect that when you got signed to the UFC? Like you knew I'm gonna be a popular fighter?
No, no, not like that. And when I back to Brazil from Vegas, I talk with my family, some friends. I had never expected be like that. We are on the Starbucks, and a lot of people come to take picture with us before the press conference. And bro, was crazy. A lot of people screaming, and I never expected.
All right, so I've been reading a couple things and like I've watched a couple of your interviews before, but so tell me if I'm right. You started MMA first, then you went to Muay Thai, and then you went back to MMA.
No, no, no. I start Muay Thai. And then I start to I did a lot of Muay Thai fights in Brazil on my first year of my career,
Okay.
and then I start to train BJJ, and then I start to when I was 17 years old I start to fight MMA, and then I moved to Thailand, and then I was thinking about to stop with MMA, and I fought a lot of Muay Thai, but all the time some MMA fights come to my way, in China and things like that, and I never stop. I just keep it going. And then at the time I was fighting the both Muay Thai and MMA, and then I back to Brazil, and then I was like only MMA.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes more sense. That makes more, I guess that makes more sense because you were young when you started Muay Thai. And so that's kind
Yeah.
of what it started. I guess what was the ultimate decision to like make you stop doing Muay Thai full time?
Uh, you know, I don't know the right question. I
Mhm.
think because I back to Brazil and then I did two fights of extreme, like kickboxing with with MMA gloves.
Okay.
And then the same show, SFT is the biggest show here in Brazil. They start to give me a MMA fight. So I just enjoy and keep fighting, and then I become SFT champion, and then I move to LFA, and then contender series. The things just happening.
What would you say is like the biggest positive Muay Thai has brought to you in life and that has translated into mixed martial arts?
Bro, Muay Thai stuff, stuff. It's really hard. It's not like MMA because Muay Thai is 5 rounds, kicking, knees, elbows all the time. You have to keep it going. Especially in Thailand, many times I fought just because I had to pay my bills. Just because I fought injury, I fought sick. Thailand is the kind of place you cannot say no if somebody offer the fight to you, because you don't know when you're gonna make money again.
Right,
You
right.
have any sponsor, there nobody gonna sponsor you for to fight MMA, because to fight Muay Thai because everybody fight Muay Thai there you
Mm.
know so it's really hard, the lifestyle there is nice because have a lot of parties and things like that, beautiful beaches, beautiful places, but you have to fight all the times. I remember one time I fought Friday, Saturday, and then I fought again on Monday.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy, and I think it's make me like cold. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like when most of fighters when they gonna fight MMA or they wake up is like the day most important of their life. Like he probably is the same feeling when you're gonna get married, and then wake up of the day like it's the day of my life, but I did it many times in really bad situations, So today when I wake up to fight UFC, I'm gonna get like really well paid, really nice uh cash gonna come into my pocket. I come to really nice hotel, and bro, it is just a normal day in my life, like Muay Thai make me think like that, I just gonna do like what I have to do, what I train to do, and that's it.
What's the craziest Muay Thai story that you have?
Bro, one time was like I the most uh bro, one time I have many, but one I like to that one because I was one month in China,
Okay.
you know just to make money, and then I was fighting there. I fought 3 times in one, no, three Muay Thai fights in 1 month,
Okay.
and then the last fight in China was MMA fight. I fought 3 times in 1 month. I fought 3 times kickboxing and one MMA fight. And before that MMA fight, my coach in Thailand, Leo, he asked me, "Hey, I have another fight, but that one is really hard." I say, "Let's go." Where? He say Russia, and I fought a guy at the time. His name is Dmitry Menshkov. He at the time he's number 3 on the glory rank.
Okay.
Really good, really strong. And then I fought MMA in well, like it was 1 month. Just was really cold in China, and I didn't train, because it was really cold and I was alone there. So to cut weight, I eat just one time per day and drink a lot of water, and then cut weight like this, like to keep my weight down, you know, all the month, like 30 days doing that. And then I fought the last fight, MMA fight in China. I kicked the head of the guy, and my shin was really bad, because got on his head. And then I back to Thailand. I would stay like only 2 days in Thailand and then fly to Russia. On that 2 days, like Thailand is really hot, and my leg was like, okay, I can fight like normal. And then I got in Russia, was like minus 20 degrees, and my leg got really bad, really bad, really bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
And then the press conference, they file on the check weight. Like the plan was like I trained just 2 days with my coach, using my boxing, knees, kick, and elbow. And then when I come to Russia, they say only my fight cannot use the elbow. So I didn't use my elbow and I didn't kick. Because my leg was really bad. I fought really well. I won the fight. I did a lot of knee and punch. I won the fight, but Russia is really really hard to get the win by decision. But on the video, you can see like my opponent. He also didn't like he get his hand up when they just give the victory to him. But yeah, that month was crazy.
Dude, that sounds fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's wild. A couple more questions before we even talk about your UFC fight. I wanted to ask you about speaking English and how important you feel it is to, I guess, build your brand, right? And kind of have more American fans, I guess, kind of relate to you, right? Like,
yeah.
how important do you think speaking English is for a Brazilian MMA fighter?
Bro, I think it is so important,
Mm.
because like 2 days we have a lot of trash talking on MMA on the fights. So if I talk some shit like real shit, the translator don't gonna say like what I said in Portuguese sometimes.
Mm.
He don't gonna translate like the really bad words, and people like to hear that. And also to sell the fights. When you speak English, everybody can buy the fight, can understand your message, and things like that. I try. I wanna get better English, because before I think I was speaking better, but I live in Thailand and then I didn't speak any English. Only with my daughter sometimes.
Mm.
So now I take care. I thinking about take care about that. Back to learn some English, to do some study little bit with some good teacher and things like that, because it's really important.
I mean, dude, you speak pretty fucking good English for like not
Thank you.
for not taking a lot of lessons. And I mean, dude, learning English is not easy. It's not an easy language,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I learn in Thailand. My mom
Oh,
is
really?
English teacher. Uh, when I leave Brazil to live in Thailand, I knew English, but I didn't know how to speak English. Is different things.
Mm.
Like you know English a little bit, and then you need to know speak English is like he heard what people said, and then you need to reply, and it's really hard.
I was gonna ask you, like, do you personally think if Jose Aldo, Charles Oliveira, Alex Pereira,
They would make it much more money if they speak
mm,
English.
right? Yeah, that's kind of like my thought too. Like, they're already big superstars, but like if they spoke English, they'd be megastars, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Um, how much did it hurt to get your tattoos on your head?
Not really bad, I think. Was like it get a long time, like 4 hours, but not hurt too much.
Um, with with your tattoos on your head, like, do you feel like you have to shave your head all the time for people to see it, or do you not, do you not care?
On the first like maybe 3 months, 4 months, yeah. But now I'm okay. I'm okay.
Um, what's your favorite tattoo that you got
I think on my back.
in your back? There's
Yeah.
there's so much shit on your back. Like, what is it all kind of mean something, or is it just kind of like every like just random
I
things?
think also my I don't know, my back on my arm,
Mm,
because my back I really like that, but my arm is about my history.
mm.
So yeah, my back and also my arm, not only one I can choose.
Your back tattoo, there's a lot on it, right? There's so much symbolism and stuff. Like, is it all kind of one big tattoo, or is it like little different things that mean to you?
Now it's just one big tattoo.
Okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha, gotcha. Awesome, man. Well, and then I did want to ask you about, man, how proud of you are you of Marcos to win the LFA Flyweight Championship, bro?
Yeah, bro, I'm so proud of this guy, he's training with me on VTT, and he's the guy who most training in the gym. He work a lot, he support his family, like he have 24 years old, when I was 24 years old, I was only going to party, smoking, don't take care about anything, you know, and Marcos he's a real man, he take care about his wife, his family, everything alone, He go to the training and then he go to teach private class on our city, and he's a real man.
Dude, he's fucking really good.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll be in the UFC this year or
I think
Contender Series?
so. I think so. I think so. I think so. Probably he go to contender series.
Mm,
I have no different way to him,
mm.
But we trying to see. We have the same manager right now.
Okay.
Um, he trying to go straight to UFC, but let's see. Probably he go to contender series.
Who else from VTT is someone that people should be watching out for? That's like really good. Like
Say again.
who's someone else from
Uh,
VTT that like
uh,
fans should look
you
out
have
for?
now you have two guys, Nicholas. And we call another guy, his name is Leslie, but we call him Pelé.
Okay.
And the two young guns, but I think Leslie have no professional fights. He gonna do his debut in 2 weeks,
Okay.
but he already beat Marcos on the training. He's
Oh,
really good. He's really good. Yeah.
okay.
He's a big. He's fighting 61 kilos,
Okay.
and he's really good, really strong, and have only 19 years old. Yeah, and Nicholas also. Yeah, he's big. He fights 17 kilos. He have one win
Okay.
in his professional record, and gonna fight on the same day of Leslie. Now I think they both is the next generation. Also have another guys, the daughter of my coach, my daddy Chris. She's a daughter of Kalinder Faria, also
Okay.
former UFC champ, UFC fighter, and she's good. Also have a lot of, yeah. My friend Mateus also fights 7-7. So we have a lot of good names coming up.
That's yeah, it seems like VTT just has so many good fighters and they're just
Yeah.
so talented.
Yeah. Now we getting bigger, So I think more few years, you guys gonna hear a little bit more about VTT.
So do you start your camp over at VTT and then you go to Sao Paulo?
Yeah. I trained 3 days in VTT and then 3 days in here in São Paulo.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm in São Paulo and Fighting Nerds,
Gotcha.
but tomorrow morning I wake up, I go to the Fighting Nerds, and then at afternoon tonight I train at VTT in Taubaté, my city.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, cool, man. Well, thank you for all that knowledge, dude. Let's talk about your fight. First, I guess were you kind of bummed out that you didn't get to fight in Australia again?
You mean like if I'm not happy
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
because I
yeah, yeah.
didn't vote in Australia?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Australia is special for me. I have my daughter living there, and also I would like to fight Jack Della Maddalena, but many things happening on this year. For 2 days of my life, I had fight with Leon Edwards, and then it didn't happen. I almost fought Shavkat, and many things happen, and now I'm fighting Jeff New. So I would love to go back to Australia, but it is what it is.
How close were you to getting that Shavkat fight? And was it only because you were injured going into the Magny fight?
Yeah. To be honest, I broke my feet before the fight
Okay,
with Magni, and then we fought, and then my feet got a little bit worse, and then my doctor say, bro, you cannot fight like this, and also UFC after they saw the pictures and things like that about my foot, they say now they take care about your foot, and then you back next year.
gotcha, gotcha. You did call out Jeff Neal. You said if you didn't get Jack Della Maddalena, you would like to fight Jeff Neal. Well, you got him, right? You got him in Miami. Were you excited when the UFC gave you that name?
Bro, I'm really happy, to share the cage with Jeff New. He's look like a really nice guy, he's a water also striker. It's gonna be a really fun, really nice fight. And he's top 10, on the ranking. So beating him gonna give me more 3 steps close to the welterweight belt.
I mean, so four fights. You're already ranked. Your fifth fight's going to be for I guess a top 10 guy. Did you see this happening so fast when you got signed to the UFC?
I think so, bro. I think so. But if you think about, it's not about only me. I think the new generation of guys, the many things gonna start to go really fast. You can see Pat Pimblett. He gonna do a co-main event, and he's really young. And you know how long he's on UFC.
Right.
You can see Jean, you can see Rufi, like everything is start to happen really fast. I
Gotcha. Yeah.
think if you have just to fight, some guys they fight 2 times per year and things like that. They prefer, so it's okay. But if you fight, if you're doing good, the thing's gonna happen.
Yeah, man. And you had a fantastic year last year. And do you think like that's another thing that Muay Thai kind of helped you with? Like since you fought so often, you were ready to go?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Because in Thailand, you have like in some days after fight, you have just some days to rest, and then you need to back to the gym and train again and train because you fight every time, maybe 2 3 times per month.
Gotcha, gotcha. So speaking of the matchup with Jeff Neal, I mean, on paper, it's a very, very fun fight. I guess, like, do you think it's just going to be kind of an all-out war, like, or are you not even thinking like that? Like, you're thinking, I'm gonna go in there and fucking knock this guy out.
Bro, I'm ready to make a war,
Mm,
when I step on the cage, I'm ready to die
mm,
because if you're ready to die, you're ready to everything,
mm.
but I hope I just step on the cage and knock him out and get the bonus, I try to become a millionaire in Brazil, So
I
I
mean,
just think
dude,
about the bonus.
you,
If you if
you,
if not bonus of performance of the night, it's gonna be bonus of fight of the night.
you are on your way to becoming a millionaire because you're cashing a lot of bonus checks nowadays.
Yeah, I hope so, bro. Soon, really soon. I
And
hope.
then,
I work for that, but
dude.
I'm like I said, I'm ready to everything. But I try to make a plan, a strategy to just step there, like he get some little, not get hit too much, and then go around a little bit, give some kicks, and then knocking out.
How I guess how many of fights how many of his fights did you watch? Because I guess the biggest criticism that people have of Jeff Neal is when he's on, he's very, very good, but sometimes he doesn't look that good.
Bro, I watch with my team, like my work is just go to the gym and training, and then on my gym I have my head coach Chris, he's my Muay Thai coach. I have a Pablo, I have a Flavio from Fighting Nerds. I have my nutritionist, my my physiotherapist. We have everything, and then we have the guy who takes the videos, like all the beginnings of the fights, and then we he his work is like see what my opponent do every time when the fight begins, on the middle of the fight. Or so I don't like to watch, I don't like to watch all the fights, I just watch the most important moments, and also the when the beginning the fight I think is the most dangerous time to both, for
Gotcha.
me and for him.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's a good point. All right, dude. I'll give you like three more questions and I'll let you go. Thank you so much for your
It's
time.
okay, bro.
Appreciate
Don't
it.
worry.
Um, so at the end of the day, uh, UFC 314, how do you get your hand raised? How do you win the fight?
How I think he gonna fight or
How do you think you're gonna win the fight?
knockout? I think I'm gonna knock him out. Um, another prospects, they they had 3 rounds with Jeff New. Um, Young Gary had 3 rounds. He split decision. Shavkat finished him on the round number 3. And I want to show I'm better than these guys, the another prospect. So I have to step there and finish the fight into the second round.
Gotcha. How excited are you to be fighting in Miami?
Bro, I'm really excited. Today I'll talk with my friends, my coach. The fight should be tomorrow because I train so much and don't want to train anymore.
Yeah.
I just go fight. I just want to go fight and then rest a little bit and then and then think about the next. But I have more 4 weeks, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
4 weeks.
Four-ish weeks, three
So
weeks.
yeah, 3 weeks and a half,
Yeah.
almost. So yeah, I'm gonna do what I have to do, and really excited for the fight week to step in Miami and ever be in Miami. Gonna be a new place to see around and things like that. I have some friends in Miami. It's gonna be cool. So yeah, I'm really excited.
If you want to party, Miami's the place to be.
Bro, I think I'm not going party because my girlfriend gonna stay in Brazil.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense. Makes sense. Who do you think wins between Bilal and Jack Della Maddalena?
I think Belal Muhammad.
Do you think he just wrestles Jack?
I think so. I think so. On the beginning of the fight, maybe Jack can like defend some takedowns and things like that. But Belal have a good cardio. He just keep it going, keep it going. So it's gonna be hard to Jack Del Madalena.
Yeah. And then finally, all right. So this is kind of just like I guess this would be a better question for after the fight. So, but let's say you go out there, you finish Jeff Neal, that'll put you in the top 10 rankings. What what do you see your year kind of playing out like? Like what do you see 2025 being for you?
Bro, I wanna maybe fight on the fight week
Okay.
in July. It would be really cool.
Hmm.
It's my dream. To be honest, I would like to come like a guest fighter.
Mm.
Everything paid. Just go there like the last time I
Yeah.
did my press conference. But if not, I would like to fight there. Have a lot of many guys: Joaquin Buckley, Ian Gary, Colby Covington. Let's see about the fight now about Leo Edwards
Okay.
and Sean Brady, you know. I have many names that would be really interesting to fight. So let's see.
And then finally, do you see yourself if everything goes well, say you fight twice this year, maybe even three times, depending on how it all shakes out. Do you see yourself fighting for a title by the start of 2026?
I think so, bro. Maybe if I do maybe three fights, I gonna fight now. Maybe I can fight July. You know, if I fight July, I can fight end of the year. You know,
Yeah.
and yeah, why not? Let's see. I'm not rush, because okay, I can do one fight and then go to the belt, after my next fight. I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe some shit happen and then I go to the belt. Okay. But if I do some fights before, I'm gonna be more ready, when I fight for the belt, usually I like to say if I do many fights before I go to the belt, it's gonna be worse for the champ, because I'm gonna be more tested, I'm gonna be more ready.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, you know that the UFC already loves you. Dana, Hunter, Sean Shelby, they all talk about you. So you're right,
Yeah,
man. Like if you go out there and knock this dude out, maybe you get the next shot.
yeah.
You never
Let's
know.
see. I'm
Yeah.
not rushed, I like to go step by step. And also, anyway, my contract is really good. So before I fight for the belt, I can fight another guys and make money. Keep making bonus. And when I fight for the belt, I will. I gonna be rich already, millionaire. My more tough than right now, So I'm not
Yeah.
rushed.
Absolutely. Awesome. Carlos, thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate it. I really enjoyed talking with you. So if you want to plug your social media, plug any sponsors you might have, and if you want to thank anybody, the floor is all yours.
Now, bro, just thank to you for inviting me. It was a pleasure talk with you. Thanks so much, and that's it.
Awesome, dude. And we'll stop the